Alrighty, children, Ariana Grande has just jumped on the home renovation scene. She wants to put an addition on her house to make the house more grande. Get it? Alright, she plans to match the pitch of her current roof, which is at a 30.25 degree angle, and she used a fancy little level that she got to find the pitch of the roof there in degrees, and you actually can do that even on your phone. Some phones have that, which is cool. Now, in the context of construction, what is the pitch of the roof? And we'll want to have that like as a fraction. We've dealt with this in class. You'll see things like 312, 412, 512, 612, so on and so forth. So what is the actual pitch of the roof in this particular case? Well, let's draw a picture to start and see what we're talking about here. So if I were to draw a roof, like a gable end roof, like our standard looking house from the side elevation, boom, okay. I want to know what the pitch, or I know that the angle is 30.25, but I want to know in the context of construction it's something over 12. So I know it's like some number over 12 is what I'm going to get. Okay, well, let's make this into a right triangle by splitting this down from the ridge there. So I've got myself a right triangle, all right? Now, think of this as like my rise over my run. Right? This is basically just slope. It's the slope of the roof, the rise over the run. So my rise is going to be x, my run is going to be 12. Keep in mind, this is not necessarily like a set in stone dimension here. This is not like it's 12 feet or 12 inches. It's going over 12 and it's going up x. Over 12 and up x, right? Every single time your rise is up x, your run is over 12. Up x, over 12. So on and so forth, right? It's not like it's 12 the full length, okay? That's just the slope of it. And we want to figure out what this number is here, okay? So we're basically figuring out what our slope is. Well, let's think about this with right triangle trig. What's across from the 30.25? That's my opposite side, which is x, right? Across from the angle is my opposite. Next to it is my adjacent. What uses opposite and adjacent? Did you say tangent? I thought I heard you say tangent from wherever you're watching this video. That's excellent. So if I take my tangent of the angle of that roof, I can set it equal to my opposite over my adjacent, my rise over my run. Did we just learn something about tangent? Is tangent rise over run? Tangent equals rise over run. Does that mean tangent equals slope? Oh, heck yeah, it does. Tangent is slope. And slope is you can associate with tangent. My goodness, slope, tangent. They're like peas and carrots, as Forrest Gump would say. Okay. Cool. That was fun. All right, back to the math. How am I going to figure out what x is? Well, if I multiply by 12 on both sides, I can then figure out what it equals, right? And if I do that, I'm going to get x is approximately, it was like 6.99 something, so we're looking at about 7, and that makes sense. And we're going to be basically like a whole number. Likely, it became a decimal. Not likely, it definitely became a decimal because this is an approximate degree. It's not perfect, so this number isn't going to be a perfect integer either. So we basically have a 7/12 pitch. But again, I want to reiterate that slope and tangent are the same, right? Tangent is slope. Okay? That's huge. It's going to be so important in Algebra 2 and beyond. You know, pre-calc if you make there or wherever, tangent is slope. Okay? It is the rise over the run. Opposite is your rise, adjacent is your run when you're looking at it in this orientation. Okay? But there we go. We found our pitch. Tangent super helpful with that. If you knew what the pitch was, we did this in another video. If I knew the pitch was 7/12, I could use inverse tangent to figure out the angle. So it works out really, really nicely when you got tangent. Tangent is super applicable in our construction class. Okay. The other trig functions pop up, but I'd say most of them are going to be tangent because it's so cool. America.